Are your kitchen and bathroom way overdue for a remodel? Well, I got the guy for you. Call John Sellers at First Response Contracting, 484-256-7136. Both residential and commercial services, and he's licensed and insured. Call him at 484-256-7136. First Response Contracting. Hello, this is Brad Weisman. You're listening to Real Estate and You. We are back in the studio, and we have, guess what? We have another realtor in the studio with us today. Well, the show is still called Real Estate and You, so we're allowed to have real estate in here, and we're realtors in here. That's just good. Matt Koch, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic, my friend. How about yourself?
I noticed you have a beard.
I sure do.
Yeah, and I heard that you're called the Bearded Realtor.
I sure am.
That's amazing.
The Bearded Realtor.
And we've known each other at least 2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
Yeah. So it's been great getting to know you.
Yeah, likewise.
That's the end of the show. That was it. We're done.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, that's it. So, no, I'm super excited that you're here. I met you a couple weeks ago. You were here to do some helping out our agents. You were here to serve, basically, to talk about your business. You have a lot of interesting stories.
I sure do.
You have your criminal justice.
Yeah.
You have your working at a nuclear power plant, something like that, right? Yeah. You have this medical thing we're going to dig into, which is pretty serious. But the cool thing you're doing right now is you're doing real estate at a real high level.
Yeah.
And you're doing it different than everybody else.
Always looking to do things different.
Yeah. I mean, the beard.
Yeah, the beard.
So did you always have a beard?
No. So you
grew it just to be a realtor?
Yeah, you could say that.
Hey, prerequisite for realtor, must grow facial hair.
Must have a beard.
That's right.
Must have a full tattoo.
Oh, I love, and the tattoos are great.
Yeah.
But that's nothing different anymore.
Yeah,
the beard is for real estate.
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, when I got into real estate 6 years ago, nobody really had a beard like I did. Nobody really had
tats either.
Like I did. Or they were covered.
Yes.
When I got into business, I was like, I'm not going to be anybody I'm not. I want to be who I am. Had the beard. Had the sleeve, wore short sleeve shirts all the time. I mean, this is who I am. My clients love that about me.
You know what? Because you're real.
I'm real. I'm a real human being.
Yep.
I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm not trying to be fake. This is who I am. This is what you get.
I love that. You know, and more and more, I wish I would have been like that when I first started in real estate. I had a ponytail down the back of my, down my back.
I could see that.
I was in music and things like that. Yeah. And I always hid it.
Okay.
I hid it because I don't know if it was back in the early 90s to mid 90s where maybe it wasn't quite as acceptable or whatever. Yeah. But I love that you're doing that. You know why? You cannot connect with people, which is what we do in this business. We connect. We network, we connect.
Yep.
And they look at the person first to see if they're real.
Yeah.
And they listen to you, they watch your actions, and it doesn't matter what you wear. I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do or what you wear. If you're real and they know you're there to serve them, to help them, that's it.
Exactly. I 100% agree with that. And that's what it's all about. Building relationships, connecting with people. Yeah. That's exactly how I built my business.
Yeah. And it's working.
It's working.
Tell me some of the stuff you're doing, then we're going to dig into some of your past.
Sure.
Tell me some of the stuff you're doing to set yourself aside, besides the beard.
Yeah, well, besides the beard. So I run a team. with Carissa Garpsis. We're the Koch Garpsis Realty Group, primarily in Lancaster, but we kind of go everywhere.
Yeah.
Our biggest thing is it's all about media. It's all about video. It's all about marketing. You know, anybody could sell a house in the last couple of years. I mean, put a house on the market, it sells itself, right?
Absolutely.
We wanted to do something different. We wanted to come in doing fun videos, not just through COVID, there was videos out there. It was just a walkthrough of the house. Nobody's talking, nobody's seeing anything. Yeah. I wanted to change that.
Yeah.
I want to have fun with it because that's just who I am as a person. Like that.
And you do. I've seen a couple of your videos and they are definitely fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch. Even if I'm not looking for a house, I'm going to watch it just because it's fun.
That's fantastic.
There's one you're actually on the toilet. Now, you were not really on the toilet. You were sitting on the toilet acting like you were telling the camera person, no, not now. But it was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's real.
It gets people, it's engaging at that point. You know, because we're doing a lot of videos. We listed a decent amount of houses. So even we need to get more creative and change how we're doing videos. And I was like, well, I haven't done that yet, so why not? Let's do that.
I love it.
And that's what we do.
You know what's cool too about that? And we tell our agents this, and we, as far as our training, what I like too is that you had said before, just a couple seconds ago, during COVID or right after COVID, basically you could just put a sign in the yard and things were going to sell.
Absolutely.
Now, yes, you would run into things where you need a realtor, negotiating, things like that.
Absolutely.
But the actual agreement of sale was going to happen.
Correct.
I love the fact that you didn't get lazy.
Exactly.
A lot of realtors got lazy. They were taking pictures at night on their phones. where there's no lights on, or there's jeans that are still in the bed dirty, and I think that is not good.
It's not good at all. And we made it a point, during COVID and even moving forward, we haven't deviated from the plan, and that's marketing. Our goal is to get as many eyes as possible on someone's home, and we do that through marketing. And honestly, we do it not only to showcase their home, but to get more listings, right? Yeah. We want to get more listings. How do you do that? Yeah. Everybody knows who the Bearded Realtor is. Everybody knows the Koch Realty Group because of the reach on social media, YouTube, things like that, that people are seeing through these videos.
What's your favorite social media source? Like, what is it? Facebook, Instagram? What works for you?
I would say it changes, but lately it's been Facebook.
Okay.
Our reach and our exposure through Facebook has it's just kind of taking off the last couple months.
Awesome.
I've always enjoyed Instagram too, because Instagram is more like reels and just picture slideshows, and that's
it's not as much verbiage. Yeah, not as much text.
And I like the story aspect on Instagram. Now you do it on both platforms, but I feel like it kind of started on Instagram with the stories and becomes a little bit more interactive that way.
Absolutely.
But as far as, our business engagement, Facebook has been better.
Yeah. Well, let's rewind.
Cool.
Let's rewind. Let's go back a little bit. You weren't always a realtor. Then again, we talked about this. Nobody was ever a realtor from basically high school, except for me, actually. You know what's funny about that? I started in real estate when I was 22 in 1992.
Okay.
So I was pretty young to start out with that. So, but then I was in music before that. So, most people know you're never going to make it in music. So you have to have something to go into. So, but go back now. You were not. So out of high school, you go to school.
Correct.
So you went for...
I went for criminal justice. So I stayed local. I was born and raised in Lancaster County.
Okay.
Decided to stay local. I went to a school called York Tech, but I went to the Lancaster campus. And the reason why I chose that school over, I was going to go to Shippensburg. That was another one that I was looking at going to. The cool thing about YTI is they get you ready for the police academy. So as a lifelong dream of mine was to be a police officer.
I could totally see him as a police officer. Hugo, right?
That's right.
He looks like he's packing, right? He does. Maybe you are. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. And we're okay. We're friendly with that. But no, so I can totally see you as a cop.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I wanted to do as a kid. I got involved. I did a couple of Camp Cadet, and that's when you're younger, you can experience like a week of what a police academy would look like, and they bring in different things that you can, helicopters, dogs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And then I went to school for criminal justice, and the cool thing about YTI was they were getting you ready for the next step, which is the police academy. So it was very regimented. I had to wear a uniform. I had to shave.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have a beard then. Yep, no beard.
Do we have any pictures of that?
Yeah, somewhere.
I was looking on Facebook. I don't think I saw any pictures of that beard.
Find some, huh?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hugo, get a razor.
Yeah. That'd be bad.
Yeah, that'd be really bad. Not good for marketing.
I need to insure this thing at this point. It's no longer just a beard.
Exactly.
Like, it needs to be insured.
That's right.
So I went to YTI. I graduated with an associate's degree in criminal justice, and then I worked for a private investigation company for a little bit. And primary role at that point was I was undercover in grocery stores, catching shoplifters. So
nice.
It was fun. It was cool.
It's fun.
I was in management for loss prevention for a little bit, but then I ultimately, I got hired at 3 Mile Island. So
so you went into nuclear.
Yeah, I did nuclear security at 3 Mile Island for a handful of years, and I didn't go the police route. It's one of those things that the economy had shifted at that point. It used to be that you can get hired at a police department. They send you to the police academy while you're making your salary. It shifted. The market time shifted a little bit.
And what year was this?
So, I graduated high school in 200007.
Oh God.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say
that.
Gosh.
Okay. Hugo, next time, can we have an age limit for people who are too young?
Yeah.
Jeez. He's old enough to be my child. Or young enough to be my child.
I get that a lot. I think I'm actually the youngest person on my team, too, thinking about it.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, that's good, though. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Good for you.
At all. Yeah. And
we'll talk about you later. But go ahead.
That's okay. And then I graduated from YTI in 2009.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to go the police route, and I wound up getting hired at 3 Mile Island, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And
that's a glowing experience, right?
It is a glowing.
Yeah.
I like to see what you did there. I like that. Yeah. So I did that for a handful of years, almost 5 years.
Wow.
And, through that process is when I discovered that I had something called kidney disease.
Yeah. This is the part that I saw on your, I was looking at your Facebook stuff and your social media, and it was weird. All of a sudden, I see this. You were in a bed, with a hospital gown on, and there's another guy there that's in a hospital gown, and it says about the kidneys. That I guess he gave you his kidney. His name's Dave. I guess.
Yeah, Dave Garpsis.
What? So how did you figure this out?
Yeah. So the kidney stuff, I went down for a physical one year. So every year I had to get a physical. We carried 40 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
We had to respond to bunkers during a contingency. All
now,
that
here's the thing real quick. With being in a nuclear plant, did you think cancer?
No.
Because that would be my first thing. I would think I'd have like a lump, something.
Sure.
You would think right away cancer.
Yeah. I get asked that question pretty much every time I meet somebody.
Yeah.
And I tell them, oh, yeah, I had a kidney transplant. We talk about it. They're like, oh, did you get it from the
nuclear power plant?
Yes. Like, not that I know of.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think so.
No, right.
No, I discovered it because I had to get a physical every year. And the one year I went down, I was in my mid 20s, and my blood pressure was like through the roof. And I remember my doctor took my blood pressure like 4 times because he's like, this isn't right. This can't be correct.
So that's from the kidney.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
when you have kidney disease or I wasn't in kidney failure at that point, but when you have kidney disease, your kidney and your heart kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
So typically people, there's a whole bunch of different diseases that cause kidney disease specifically,
right.
But typically you either have diabetes or high blood pressure. That's like the 2 indicators that you have. And I don't have diabetes, but I had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
I wound up literally got disarmed, sent home, and I never went back.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
At that moment, talk about upside down, right?
Completely upside down. I had literally just bought my first house like a couple weeks before that.
Wow. And I was married or no? Yeah,
I was.
You were married. Okay.
Yep. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do. It was kind of wild.
But here's the thing: in those moments, obviously it's very surreal and all those things go on. Did you still think, oh my God, what am I going to do for a living now? Or does your focus immediately go to, holy shit, I got to get this fixed.
Yeah.
Or I'm in trouble.
Oh yeah. For the first time in my life, because, growing up, like I said, I always wanted to be a police officer. I always wanted to get in the criminal justice field somewhere. Yeah. And I did that. I became a nuclear security officer.
Yeah.
And for the first time in my life, I was like, what the hell am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I went through the process. I found out that I had kidney disease. I had to get a biopsy of my kidney to determine what it was. I have something called IgA neuropathy. Long story short is everybody produces antibodies. Okay. My antibodies become abnormal and they attack my kidney. So my antibodies attack my body. I don't know
everything
why.
Or just the kidneys?
Just the kidney. Yeah.
So your antibodies don't like kidneys.
They don't like kidneys.
They just don't like kidneys.
And the bummer thing about it is I still have that disease. Like there's no cure for that disease.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we have to be careful with the new kidney.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So at that time I was diagnosed, wasn't sure what I was going to do with myself. And I wound up getting hired for a company called Clark Associates in Lancaster. I did a couple years of just customer service. Yeah. And for the first time in my life, I actually got let go from that job.
Oh, wow.
And so I found myself for the second time in my show. I'm only 34. I turned 35 I forgot for a second. I turned 35 next week or next month.
It's starting to affect your brain.
It is. I'm getting up there.
Wait. It gets much worse. By the way, who the hell is this guy right here? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
So you get laid off or you get...
Yeah, I got let go. Yeah, I got let go.
Wow.
Just, it's one of those.
That's not a good feeling either.
No. I played sports my whole life, and I started working at a very young age, so I feel like my work ethic has always been pretty high. Yeah. So to get let go from something that I wasn't used to that.
No, that's definitely not good.
Blessing in disguise, but I wasn't used to it. It was literally 2 months before my first daughter was born.
Oh my gosh.
So I found myself for the second time in my life, like, what the hell am I going to do with myself? What do I do with my life? I have a criminal justice background, which I can't really do that line of work anymore because of the kidney disease.
Right.
And I have a customer service background, and I didn't really want to work in a call center again because it was kind of miserable.
Yeah.
So
I can't picture you in a call center. I could just see you striking up conversations with them on the phone. Like, hey, so what are you doing today? Well,
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, a good buddy of mine that I've known since high school times, we had gone up to Cigars International. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yes.
And we go up to Cigars International. We were sitting out on the
I love it up there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you can look over and see the mountain from the deck.
I go there with my father-in-law.
That's awesome. I can't have cigars anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. Or I actually don't drink anymore either. So.
I guess I was going to ask you though. Yeah, you can't do either.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's all right.
I could have a beer or two if I wanted to, but it's kind of like, well, what's the point at that?
Yeah,
point?
right.
Yeah, because I can't really have more than that.
Yeah.
We were sitting at Cigars International, and it was like a Tuesday, like a noon, drinking a whiskey, having a cigar. And I looked at my buddy and I was like, so this is what it feels like to be retired.
Yep.
And shortly, I don't remember exactly when it happened, but at some point in that week time, I came home and I told my wife, I was like, hey, I think I'm going to get my real estate license.
But why? Did you know a realtor? Did you see realtors, or where'd that come from?
You know, I've always been fascinated with real estate. Even when I was working at Three Mile Island, like I've always been fascinated with real estate. I've always been fascinated with the architecture, helping people. That's just kind of what I'm wired that way. Yeah. And investing in real estate. I always just thought that was such a cool thing.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think about it now? You still think that?
I love it. Yeah, I still do.
Hey, 31 years, dude. I'm still doing it.
I just can't I can't picture at this point in my life. I can't picture doing anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I probably wouldn't. Like,
it's the ultimate serve.
It is.
Because
absolutely.
I mean, we all need a home.
Yeah.
We all need help getting a home, most likely, and you know we have that cool job of being able to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because we don't just sell real estate. We become psychologists.
Absolutely.
We become friends. We become helping anything.
Absolutely.
It's amazing what we do.
What's so great about it is, and I tell people this all the time, like I'm not a salesman whatsoever. No. My job is to help guide you through the process. One of the biggest processes you're ever going to have to go through. Yeah. I'm here to give you the information, give you the facts, and guide you through the process.
Absolutely.
And through that process, we make so many friends. I've been able to reconnect with so many people from my past life, whether it be at 3 Mile Island, previous jobs, high school, college, helping those people buy and sell real estate. And you're just building relationships. Like I've built so many really cool relationships in the past couple of years. I never thought that's what real estate would be about.
So you're getting referrals is that's where you get pretty much where you get your business from.
A lot of our business comes from referrals. Yeah. Referrals, social media. That's like where I built my business. Yeah. Spending money on online leads is not the way to go.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
Never understood that.
Not something we didn't really do. When I was an agent on my own, I never did it.
Yeah.
When you have a team, do it a little bit.
Yeah, just to give to the team.
Exactly.
Obviously. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's amazing. So things are going good with your health though now.
For the most part.
You're on. Yeah. And you still, and the story I thought that was interesting is the person that donated the kidney is actually your business partner's husband.
You got it.
So which came first?
So the kidney came first. And I'll tell you the story about that. So when I first got into real estate, I worked for another company, another brokerage, and that's the same brokerage that they were at.
Oh, okay.
When I went through real estate school, I was actually going through school with my now business partner, Carissa. Her mom was going through it.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of met them through that. I'm a huge Packer fan, and Dave's a big Lions fan. So we always had a lot of banter in the office. Yeah. But that was really the extent of our relationship. You know, we saw each other, we said hi, talked, banter. And that's it. And I was only at that brokerage for 3 months. So it's not like we were friends outside of real estate. We stalled each other in passing kind of thing.
And this is the guy.
And this is the guy. This is the match, which is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
The fact that that this person came into your life and then all of a sudden that's the match for the kidney. It's just, and it's not easy to be a match.
It's not.
Right?
It's not. And then even to back up one more, for the first time in my life, like I said, I got let go from a job.
Yeah.
And then I got into real estate. And then my kidney failed on me earlier than what doctors projected it to fail on me.
Okay, got it.
Like I look at all this like, man, all this happened for a reason.
Yeah.
And what a blessing in disguise.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at what you're doing.
Exactly.
You don't think you'd be in real estate if the kidney thing didn't happen, obviously.
Probably not.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Probably
really crazy.
Because I really did enjoy working at TMI. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I played sports my whole life, and working at TMI, you're on a crew and you're with the same people, it becomes like a sports team.
Yeah.
They're your guys and your girls, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I would be.
Let's dig into real quick. You have a wife.
I do,
Sarah, and then let's talk about your kids. You have 3 children,
and
they're 3 girls.
They are 3.
Yeah. Do you have a shotgun?
Girls. I have a couple.
Do you clean them
all
often?
the time,
like on the front porch?
All the time.
You're going to need to do that more.
100%.
Yeah. When they get a little older, I'd start cleaning that more, and maybe even a dog next to you.
Yeah.
My
dog's a big teddy bear. I have a big golden doodle. I used to have a German
golden
Shepherd.
Doodles. You might want to go with more like a pit bull or like something more intimidating.
Yeah. Moose is my golden doodle. He's 7 now.
So ages of the kids.
Yeah, so Sydney is 6. Mm-hmm. Audrey is 3. She'll be 4 in January. And Emily is the baby. She's turning 9 months here soon.
Dude, you got your hands full.
I'm in trouble, man.
You are.
I'm in trouble.
Holy mackerel. So where do you see yourself, before we wrap it up, where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years? Where does the real estate go? Is there any hobbies? Is there anything that you aspire to do besides real estate?
I think about that sometimes. Mm-hmm. I love going to the beach. So
do I.
Finding I have a cabin in the Poconos, and
I saw that.
I keep saying like, man, I really want to get a place at the beach.
Yeah.
So at some point when the team's kind of running itself, going to the beach and just taking the family, having the memories, giving the experience.
Absolutely.
Like
and
that would be ideal.
The Poconos thing, I did see pictures of that, and it looks really nice. It's a neat spot. Yeah. But that's awesome. So, well, I wish you the best, man.
Yeah.
I wish you the best, and keep working hard. Stay in touch.
Yeah.
When we have the name change of the show, which we've been kind of teasing people with, once that happens, we'll have you come back.
Cool.
Because we want to have a lot of the people that were on as guests on this show to come in for the next show, too.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Be great, man.
Cool.
Well, I wish you the best with your health also,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Take care, buddy. All right. There you have it. Matt Koch. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you, you got to go see his videos. Where do we see your videos at?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you just type in the Bearded Realtor on Google, you'll see him.
You'll see it because he's the Bearded Realtor. There is no other exceptions, right?
That's right.
That's it. All right. There you have it. All right. Check us out again next Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you. Are your kitchen and bathroom remodels a little overdue? Well, now's your chance to call First Response Contracting. John Sellers will take care of you. 484-256-7136. They do residential and commercial, and they're licensed and insured. Give them a call at 484-256-7136.